Mark Selby back in the game, back in the match. The semi-final of the Champion of Champions.
Frame 6. Mark Selby to break.
Interesting note here, Neil. Judd defending the title, of course, when he lifted the trophy last year. He lost only 5 frames in the tournament. He's already lost 5 frames in this event, and he's halfway to the final. That's more a commentary on how dominant he was 12 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, to win this event by not losing many frames takes a bit of doing. It's the cream of the crop playing here. I know that John Higgins did something very similar in the Players' Championship. But it's, you know, not really very easy to do things like that. It's an event which is held in very high esteem by the players. I know that the one table set up the prestige that goes with being the Champion of Champions. It's kind of nice we've got these big hitters, and we've got Fan Zhenyi in the event still, who doesn't qualify in that category yet, but he's here in the semi-finals. He probably can't believe that he's in such exalted company, but he deserves to be.
These two have met in 3 previous semi-finals, and Trump has won them all. A low-profile PTC event 11 years ago, European Masters in Romania in 2016, and the International Championship in Daqing, China in 2019. He won that one 9-4, played beautifully, made 3 centuries. And in those last 2 semi-finals, European Masters and International Championship, not only did he beat Selby in the semi-final, he went on to claim the silverware, beating Ronnie O'Sullivan and Sean Murphy respectively. I think he's relishing this, you know, going toe-to-toe in the tactical department with Mark Selby. I think he's into it.
Put quite a bit of screw on the cue ball there, so it sort of drifted in and screw across the table.
One.
Not an easy scoring table, mind you, where the balls are. Nine reds below the black spot. So 40 would be a fair enough break here, I think, where they currently stand.
7.
Anyway.
Eight.
Look at those reds all lined up on the top cushion. It's as though you've got the box of balls and tipped them out from the blue spot onwards, and they've all rolled down there.
$14. $15.
Now, with an angle on this black, you just could play in such a way to try and shift some of those reds. I don't know what his exact plan would be, but surely with a little bit of force, I'm going to try and make something happen down there, because otherwise it's going to be a little congested, I think. He's gone the other way and he's done nothing. I'm a little surprised there.
Yeah.
As he plays the plant, he had an angle to try and move reds. Maybe he just felt they wouldn't be brought into a better place. Now he's got a plant, which wasn't part of the plan.
Now that didn't stretch the imagination too much, but Selby
23.
really is an extraordinary shot maker. He sees shots that others don't.
$29. $30.
this time. They throw that cue ball wide and towards a big target of reds. Not much shifted there.
32.
Now is he on the red through the gap? Just seen a little gap that didn't appear in his eye line. Don't think so. A little look at it, but I don't think he can get to it.
Mark Selby, 32.
Useful break and a very good way to end it. The cue ball, as is customary with Selby, glued to that ball cushion.
One.
He looked at the black, but it'd be a long sort of drag shot to hold for a red, and of course the black would be not unmissable. While he's playing a different shot.
Five.
We're not dead in line with that, but it appeared that it went. Playing it with a trace of side though.
Six.
Keep sort of almost round the pink.
And now, at the very least,
13.
considering where the remainder of the balls are, the remainder of the reds, this is a very useful lead.
$14. 21.
Well, it may have to be another plant. He didn't go into those all that firmly. That'll be the second plant of the frame if he knocks it in.
Mark Selby, 21.
Thought he played the previous shot not as positive as he could have done to try and open those reds up. Always try to just get one out or two out rather than open up the whole table, and he's not over the line by any means. Yes, the table's difficult. Not similar to the last frame, Judd trying to play catch up here.
The configuration of the balls makes it look
8.
really awkward, and it is. But they could open up in one fell swoop, get the right contact,
9.
and the whole complexion of the frame could change.
Yeah, but he needs to be a little higher on the black to help that happen. He has to play on the left-hand loose one now. Yeah, making it even easier to pop by just shifting it along the cushion. This is where he really does need an angle on his
16.
next colour to get into the reds.
Seventeen.
Just off straight would be interesting for Trump on this black. Well, now then, we are potentially one big shot away here from being right back in the frame.
24.
The brave shot here would be to play the red he was just looking at, roll it down the cushion into the top left pocket. That angle, but he's playing the other one.
$25. $30.
It was a minimal amount of angle to play with. He's not had the best of kisses again.
No. Still got the red pushing away from the other two reds though in potting it.
31.
To keep the break alive here. Got a really easy shot on the blue with the pink and black in the way for playing the cannon. Amazing, isn't it, how you can finish there on that shot. You're going to finish there more often than not,
35.
even though a little bounce off the cushion is perfectly on the red. I think he's got to consider himself a bit unlucky to finish there. Kept himself in the frame.
35.
Yeah, I think despite his best efforts, he was unlucky on several occasions in that break. Not more so than his final positional shot. In this kind of position, two reds left. Selby 18 in front. The way he plays the game, you'd fancy his chances, but the balls could be very nice for a Trump counter-attack if he gets the chance.
table and you think, well, it's obviously advantage Selby, but he needs both of these reds as well. It's not as if there's only 18 in front now, so he needs them as much as that man. He's going to get the frame one. And as you can see, everything else is out in the open play. And if he's going to play that left-hand red, it's so close to the cushion. The little thin safety, quite difficult. You catch it with anything a little on the thick side, cue ball can not make it back to the other end. Well, that's, I think, why he played it the way he did. He's left, I think, a free ball.
Mark Selby 5.
It will be a free ball, I'm sure.
And a 3 ball.
And that changes things quite a bit. But that red was so close to the cushion that the safety had to be very thin. And that's why Judd ended up missing it altogether.
The penalty points without the free ball would not have been too damaging. But the free ball gives Mark Selby the wonderful opportunity he's been waiting for to achieve parity.
One.
Yes, if you can get through to the blue, perhaps, then you need red and the colour. Won't need the other red. This is not on track.
Six.
So for Trump, hope springs eternal. What a frame this is.
Yeah, big frame, I think. Trump deserved to be 3-1 up, I feel, but it could be erased here.
Mark Selby 6.
Had to be delicate, and he was. But has he left a touching ball? No touching ball. And nothing really for Selby to do other than playing in simple containment.
Yeah, I mean, not a great shot from Selby there. I mean, get distance here. Trump, surely he can get the cue ball away from there. I'm not sure whether Mark played a shot that would be keeping with his tactical brilliance that we know see of him.
Yeah. Thanks.
He'd usually got an answer for most things there, but he just made it a little awkward for himself now. You can see just a tiny bit of the edge of that red. So he's played that shot very well, in fairness. And Buck is leading the way in this exchange. Looks like there might be a way through. Quite straight.
One.
No hesitation but to use the looped bridge there as he played that one off the cushion.
Yeah, that's going to make sure that he can only be forced into a tie in potting this. That's what you talk about, just taking the points and running. Now, of course, there has to be a respot for Judd to win this frame.
6.
With the red and the black and all the colours.
Mark Selby 6.
In this frame, he's played quite a few conservative safety shots. And you always sensed after that one he was asking for trouble, Neil.
There are plenty of snookering balls. Little swerve, which you need to control. It's worked out pretty well, I think. Whether he can get between the yellow and the brown or not. Yeah, he can. So this is a big moment, I feel, in this match. Judd got him in a snooker, in which they've got to hit it, of course, and not leave anything on. I think right now priority is to hit it because, as I say, the best you could hope for at the moment, Judd, is taking this frame to a respot.
No one's better at escaping a snooker and avoiding damage than Selby, but this is a real examination.
Bang of the cue there. He knows that he's done damage here. This frame has got something. Will have some life still in it, I think.
One.
Interesting way of playing it. Pink's a little bit in the way now of getting back and around for the yellow. And that was always going to be the problem, playing it in that on that side. I don't think he can avoid it. If he forces it, he'll go towards the pink. Plays it more gently, he won't, but of course more gently won't get him up towards the yellow anyway.
Eight. Judd trump 8.
Apart from the clearance, that was the next best thing. This is the lengthiest frame of the match, and you have to think perhaps the most important.
Foul and a miss.
How about that? Wow, I tell you, that makes a difference.
Trump 4.
That Gill didn't go in there.
I just checked it.
Didn't see him missing this. I'm sure he's trying to hit one side of it, but of course, now the equation has changed. Wouldn't go to a respot if Judd Trump could clear these. Now, this is the red's on the table for one reason alone, just to measure the
No free ball.
free ball, which it isn't. It was called as a miss.
Yeah, it is a miss. It was a miss. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll duly have it put back. A good referee, you know. I really do think that Marcel Eckhout is an extremely proficient referee. Doing his job well. Very alert to what's happening out there with the replacement of balls, which is sometimes it can be quite an arduous procedure.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. His concentration levels are terrific.
Two.
Oh, dear me. Dear me.
I just wonder if it might be Mark Selby's day today, because I feel that Judd is sitting there thinking that maybe the rub of the green has not gone for him this evening.
Mark Selby. 5.
Judd coming back to the table, 28 behind, 22 on. Couple of snookers needed. I agree. In the last couple of frames, particularly, Selby's had some subtle good fortune. But there was nothing subtle about that yellow. That was just an outrageous fluke.
And one snooker on the pink to tie, 6-point penalty.
9.
Because it is more difficult to get a meaningful snooker like this, because first opportunity your opponent will roll it in or over the pocket, so he's going to have to get it probably now. And that's not the one. That is not the one. Selby will drop this over the top left pocket, or better still, in the top left pocket.
What a frame, what an epic duel that was, decided in the end by an extraordinary turn of events. The fluke yellow followed by the green from distance. 3-3.